Wicked smart and painfully funny. That is what critics have said about the show Good People by David Lindsay Abaire. Good People is now playing an American stage, and here today are two of the cast members, Rebecca Dines and Vicky Daigneault. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here.
Thanks
Glad to have you in the Bay Area with the show. Let's talk about the show. We'll start with you. Kind of, how do you set the stage for this? Because it does. I've heard a lot of great things about it.
Yeah, it's as you said, wicked smart, which brings into mind South Boston.
Okay.
And that is where it's set. It's a very specific small part of Boston. Our characters are born and bred there, best pals. My character is a single mom. She's right on the edge of losing her job, what to do, how to make things work. And she goes off in search of an old boyfriend.
Ooh, an old flame.
Who has made it out of there and sort of made good. And so the story unfolds from that. But as you say, it's a lot of laughs, but it also gets very taut and very tense and very dramatic. And I think from the audience's reaction, we can safely say that we're sort of involving people. We draw them in with the comedy, and then we get them with the drama.
And then so your part, you kind of play the best friend that kind of edges her along, which we all need that in life, right?
I am the best friend. I think that Jean, the character that I play, shoots from the hip. She's brash and loud, and probably one of the most generous characters I've ever played.
Aww.
Because everything she does is for Margie.
Oh, and again, we all need someone like that by our side. And it's interesting you bring up the Boston element, because I'd imagine that's a character all of its own.
It really very much is. We all had to tackle the dialect, and we learned a lot about the area. The writer, David Lindsay Abaire, is from there, so it's very personal to him. And in reading about how he devised the play, the characters we have another friend from the same area. All of them are sort of a conglomeration of people that he knew. His own mother. There are aspects of his mother in my character, in Vicky's character, and it's very personal.
Pretty famous, so I think people have heard of him before.
Absolutely, yeah. His plays have been on Broadway. He's won awards for them. They've all been nominated all over the place for all kinds of awards. He's best known for Rabbit Hole, which was initially a play and then became a movie, and a rather celebrated movie starring Nicole Kidman. And so he's very prolific, and he's definitely one of the better contemporary writers, I think.
Well, it's funny, when I was reading the storyline about this, it kind of read like a TV show to me. I'm like, man, this is good. Something you may want more than just the hour or 2 hours that it is.
There is some talk that they make a movie of it, but who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. But then we were talking about, which brings us to tonight being Young Americans Night, where you got Young Americans Night. You really want to invite the 20-year-olds out there to come tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The 20-somethings come along. You get a special deal. You get a little after party. Trying to get a younger audience to come into the theater, and hopefully something like this will be exciting and interesting and engaging.
And that audience, I think, so much right now is binge watching things on TV and all that. But what is it about seeing your performance? And you were talking about that feedback that you get.
Absolutely.
What is it that you really want to encourage the young ones to come out?
Well, especially if every theater is trying to get the 20-somethings to come into the theater. And in fact, we have a TYA, a Theater for Young Audiences performance included with this play. And so we'd like to introduce audience members at a young age, as young as possible, to come and experience being in the same room with these characters, because I think that's a different experience than you have on television or even in a movie theater, where you're collectively experiencing something, but you're collectively experiencing it with the audience as well as the actors right in front of you.
Love it. Ladies, thank you so much for being here this morning. We're going to put the info. I know we were showing it as well. There it is, but we'll put the info on our website as well so people can easily get tickets. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, up next,